Alright folks, welcome to vlog number 2 of my trip to Sri Lanka in 2025. So today I was going to be detaching from my main group and I was going to be going off to do my own quests and side quests. And the main quest for today was to go visit my Nanda and Mama in Colombo. Now for some context, in Sinhalese, Nanda means auntie and Mama means uncle, so I was going to be seeing my dad's sister and her husband, so my aunt and uncle. To do that, we traveled from Negombo to Colombo, and as you can see, the more of traveling through the city, there's a lot of traffic, there's a lot of three-wheelers, and let me tell you, driving in Sri Lanka is, I guess I would call it interpretive aggressive driving. More on that later, but I have major props for anyone that can navigate through this because it takes a lot of trust. Anyways, the hotel that I was meeting them at was at Colombo Life, which is a really new hotel, very fancy, lots of cool art and nature stuff inside. When we got up to the hotel, I was very excited to see that the lunch was going to be another buffet. I love buffets, and this might be the buffet to top all buffets that I've had in Sri Lanka so far, because this place had like 17 different styles of cuisine, salad bars, seafood, Japanese, Indian, American, which was a lot of fried food. Overall, it was just great to hang out, catch up, and see my Nanda and Mama, who I haven't seen in like 15 years. After lunch, the side quest was to walk around, take some pictures, also because I needed to help digest all that food. Now, the first sight that stood out to me was this train station. In fact, it's a train stop. As someone that's very used to lots of light rapid transit, like SkyTrains or monorails, it's kind of easy to forget that the precursor to all of that is rail, like heavier rail, like big train cars. Now, these train systems were created during colonial times and are still used heavily today. They are all over the country and especially over the city, and it's interesting to see that 5 minutes away from that, in contrast to this older train system, is this brand new hotel complex. The reason this stuck out to me is before coming to Sri Lanka, I was remembering that 15 years ago, all the brochures would say third world country, but now all of them say developing. And the key word is developing, because in contrast, or in addition to all of these old infrastructure pieces, there's a lot of development happening. And for someone that was here 10, 15 years ago, just after the war, this is really nice to see. Lastly, it's very cool to see the shrine, this Buddhist shrine that was just in the middle of the city. Sri Lanka, like many other countries, has a lot of religions that make up the population, but I think the part that was interesting to me is that in Canada, maybe due to weather, religion is kind of tucked away behind doors or glass, and you can't just kind of walk up and interact with it. Whereas here, it's very open. And even though there's a fence in this picture, it was actually a wide open gate where people just walk up to it. It's just something that stood out to me.
So it's been a busy day today. I had lunch with my aunt and my uncle on my dad's side. Right now I'm at the Colombo YMCA, which for my dad was a huge part of his childhood. Apparently my dad used to come here very often, like this is his space to hang out, so it's really cool to see.
The rest of the day was just getting back to the next hotel to start the actual family reunion part of the entire trip. So that was a lot more action-packed with a lot more different things happening, so stay tuned for the next vlog. See y'all in the next one.